And now, an interview with comic book artist extraordinaire, Humberto Ramos.
Hi, my name is Humberto Ramos. I'm from Mexico. I like comic books since I was a kid. The first comic book that I collected, that's the word, was actually Spider-Man. So from there, from that point in my life, I became a comic book fan, and I always liked drawing. So I kind of get to this place where you're not just happy creating the characters you like, but you want to actually draw them or do something else with them. So that's how I grew up, reading comic books and drawing, learning how to draw, and it didn't become a career choice till when I got to college, when I met people that actually work at comic books back in Mexico. The one artist that made me feel that I want to do this for a living was Arthur Adams. Actually, I was reading Fantastic Four book. He did this little miniseries, the Monsters Unleashed, where they present the new Fantastic Four, where Spider-Man happened to be in it. And I always like Spider-Man. I follow whatever was, whatever book was out there with Spider-Man included. And I saw this guy, and I was like shocked with his art. So I started following him, as an artist. And he was the one that actually, make me believe that I would like to do this. He's a good guy, awesome guy actually. When I was out of college, everybody wants to draw like Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, because it was the Image time, and I was trying to do it myself. But I had this Art Adams, thing in my drawings, and eventually it went to that to that path rather the Image flashy style, because people start calling the Humberto Ramos style with impulse. I used to draw the kid, Bart Allen, with huge feet, because I kind of thought that it would be cool to draw him as he's a rabbit, right? So it was just a thing that I did for that character alone. But suddenly, people start, saying that was part of my trademark, and that's the very first time that I realized that I had a personal, signature in my work. Most people, most kids who wants to draw and come to us and ask us for advice, I can see that they are all into doing the flashy, action shots, characters, but few of them are actually aware how important it is to draw backgrounds. The things that you think that people won't be noticing, actually it's really important, because when you don't draw them, when it's not there, people then start complaining like, I know I don't take like 10 to 15 minutes, watching every panel, but if there's lack of environment in their storytelling, then there's a problem, and people notice that. Since the very first day that I got hired to draw comic books here in America, my goal was to draw the Amazing Spider-Man. So I'm living a dream. That's pretty much what it is. I was about to do a book in France, and I called for a sabbatical at Marvel. I was doing X-Men at that time, and they let me go, but the deal didn't came out as we wanted to be. So I came back Marvel, telling them, these guys didn't, you know, accomplish what they were supposed to. So I'm here with no job. So can I go back and get a regular book? So yeah, sure. Is there anything you would like to do? It's like, well, if you are asking me, I would like to do Amazing Spider-Man. And it happens that they had an opening in the book that time. So that's pretty much how it happened. I knocked the door and they opened it for me. I like drawing my characters. I've done like so far 4 different stories with creator-owned stories: Crimson, Out There, Revelations, and now a book that I'm co-creating with Paul Jenkins called Fairy Quest. And we just print our first run of 1,000 copies. We're doing it ourselves. I mean, it's pretty much a homemade book, and that's the other thing that I'm doing beside drawing the Amazing Spider-Man. I love being at conventions because I love being with the people. It's tiring. I mean, I won't lie. It's really tiring, but I wouldn't miss it for nothing, because it's the one time that you have chance to be one-on-one with the guys who read you, the guys who don't like your work. Like somebody today came by and told me, I respect you, I don't like your work, but I respect what you do as an artist. And so that kind of thing, it's not easy to have it in a different work environment. So whenever I have a chance to go to a convention, I go happily, because I really enjoy whatever happens in the show. Right now, the people that I have by my side when I'm drawing is Eric Cañete, Stuart Immonen, Jeff Campbell, Joe Madureira, some European guys as well. Mm-hmm. Like Giovanni, Carl Barbucci and Canepa. Those guys. I don't know, Chris Baccialo. I have a long list of people that I found. Just letting you guys know that our job, what we do here, is like living the endless summer. That's awesome. But to live it that way, you got to realize that this is a job, and there's people waiting for you to deliver your pages, on time, so they can get their paycheck. There's many days that I feel like not doing it, but those are the days that prove you that you are made for this kind of work. Because the days are not as fun to draw. Those are the days that prove you that you are a professional. So if you want to do this for real, you gotta be aware of those things.